Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to mighty AHPARYAM, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. And today is going to be, I don't know what to call it, but like, it's going to be kind of a bit of a, I guess, a passion project, as well as like those that hate Yahawashi, all right, or those that hate the Most High, as the title will probably be called. So what got me to do this lesson is because, like, I shit you not, all right, and in all honesty, if you do not have this same mindset, and then I think you need to check yourself. You really need to check yourself. So the thing is, for me, as I was, I guess, watching, reading, whatever, something, and there's certain medias, all right, that where some stuff happens, you know, they show all this bad doomsday stuff, and then a character goes and says, "I hate you, God," or says something disrespectful to the quote unquote God, all right, be it whatever type of, you know, religious, basically whatever religion is based on the God of the Bible, all right, and they will say that they hate that. And Slakia, a side note, it is always directed at the God of the Bible, most times than not. All right, because so far, like out of recent times, from the times I have been mentioning stuff like that, no one ever says anything about the God of Islam. They don't say anything about any of these other gods. All right, except for specific what's it called, like media that is directly directed towards said gods, like God of War, which directly not only insults but kills the Norse and whatever those other Greek gods as well. But in terms of like the whole, I guess kind of not really, I want to say subliminal messages, it is always the God of the Bible. Like, that is the big thing that they want to talk, that they talk about. All right, it is never anything else. All right, so they always want to try to fire shots at YAHAWASHI. All right, so I just wanted to establish that. Now, with that in mind, the thing is, they always disrespect YAHAWASHI. Not kinda, yeah, technically yes, and they always have something to say about, oh, how he made the world, how he made this, how he did that, this and the third. But at the same time, they just ignore the power that's in their hands, the things that they have chosen to do. All right, it genuinely just makes me mad, or just fries my brain at how stupid these people are. Okay, where's my mouse? Okay. Slakia. Bear with me one moment. I need to try to find it. Matthew chapter 7, verse 5. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou clearly see to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. So obviously, I'm not trying to say that I was gonna say Esau, but it's not even just Esau. It's, you know, everyone in general. 2/3 heathens, whatever. Anyone that says something, anyone has a problem with it, it is it is the first thing you need to be looking at is yourself. How are you as an individual contributing to making the world a better place or not? Or how are you contributing to making the world a worse place? So you guys want to do, and that's the thing. I did a video on this already before. Like they want to be able to do whatever they want. Okay, it's like it's like you want to smell like you're clean, fresh daisies, lavender soap, all this stuff like that. But then you don't want this, okay? So then as a result, you smell like ass. You smell like shit, okay? But you want, it's like you don't want to take the steps to maintaining good hygiene. You don't want to take the steps to, making to being a better person, okay? That's worthy of blessings, rewards, and whatnot. But you just want to stay in your wicked ways, stay dirty, having a dirty ass and whatnot, and then say, "Oh, I want to smell like this," but you're not putting any effort into it. And this is not something that's just directed at an individual. It's at people in general. Okay, yes, and Slakia, and that was the thing. Okay, I was reading a comic book. Slakia, I was reading a comic book, and it said it basically showed how what was it called, the ugliness of the world. Now obviously it's a comic book, so it's not real, all right, but it does take a good example at showing the ugliness and as well as the hypocrisy of Esau Edom, because they do like to, I want to say, like, what's the word, play with the laws, the rules, and all the stuff like that, and modify things and try to change things up out of their natural use, their natural order. Okay, just as they do with the alphabet stuff. All right, all that alphabet stuff. It's basically, I don't know what the word, not really testing the limits, but going out of their way to do something that is against the natural use. All right, then it's like against the natural functions. Slakia. All right, and in addition to that, you see, with, like, let's take a look. Like, you see stuff like this. All right, that's not what I wanted. So yeah, you see stuff like this, with the world ending. I'm actually trying to freaking think of another thing, but you see stuff like this, all right, like this bad stuff happening to the world, but you have to actually take a second to think, like, what is causing it? What is the cause? What is the reason that it's happening? Okay, and stuff like I guess instead of, since I can't use the word doomsday, what can I use? Like this, all this type of stuff, this is man-made. Bombs that are dropped. Look at this boy, I think, girl, I don't fucking know. I think it's a boy. Look at this boy. As they're saying, "Oh, why did you let this happen?" When it's the people that are actively doing this. So what are they talking about? Like, I just, it literally takes out, like, it takes away my brain cells trying to think about how their audacity to blame YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI when they are actively doing stuff, and they're still, fighting wars and stuff like that. The war with Russia and Ukraine is still ongoing, yet it's all this crap that's going on. It's somehow the Most High's fault. YAHAWASHI, like that's His fault that you guys went out of your way to make bombs. You guys went out of your way to do this, to fight, to have guns and all this stuff to kill each other. But it's YAHAWASHI's fault, really. All right. And this is a major thing of just being unable to take accountability for your own actions. All right. So, but in a way, I will say that yes, at the end of the day, the Lord did make these people, in fact, wicked in order to do this. Yes, but at the same time, it still doesn't change. Just as He made them unable to receive this truth, unable to understand, why they're doing the wickedness and why they can't even understand, the simplicities as well as the complexities that is, all the things that is happening right now. Okay, so there is that, but at the same time, it is a fact of the matter that your own hands are the ones that are causing this. All right, it's not. This is not like what's the word? The Lord is sending random bombs out of the sky. He's not dropping random bombs out of the sky. He does have these hurricanes, tsunamis, tornadoes, all this stuff. Yes, but look at this. This is causing worse devastation. Not saying that Esau has more firepower than Shai. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying from what the Most High has been doing so far. All right, they don't hold a candle to them. They don't hold a candle to what the Lord is, kind of making naturally, if you want to call it that way. Because even still, as I mentioned before, the Lord is the one that gave them the capabilities to do all this stuff. But then they wanted to, Babylon, all of the nations want to pervert all the knowledge and the power that they have, and they're doing the wicked things that they are doing. All right, and that's why you have all right, Slovakia froze for a second, and that's why you have all this wickedness, all this killing going on now. All right. So, Psalm chapter 14 from the top: the fool has said in his heart, there is no corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Slovakia. So basically, the reason why I want to bring this precept up is because, well, for two reasons. One, the thing is, a lot of times, there will be, people that do deny, the existence of God, and Slovakia, they do deny the existence of God, but at the same time, it is out of it's an act of rebellion rather than a genuine statement. Because usually, all right, when I see stuff like that, and even I have a few comments on my thing, which I guess I could show it off, where basically the people, they're basically saying it in an act of rebellion against Yahawadah, rather than rather than the fact that they truly do believe it. Because if the thing is, if you truly did believe in it, what's the point? If you truly did not believe, or if you truly thought that there was no God that existed, then why do you put yourself in the midst of people of a completely different mindset. All right. And it's to kind of, I want to say, well, number one, demons to lead other people astray. That's number one. Number two, it's also to kind of like get, what's that word? More seeking more validation. Because if you aren't able to fully convince yourself, but you're able to try to convince someone else, and if someone else doesn't have the answer, then that means you feel more validated in the decision made. So let me get this comment. Okay, yeah, here's one. Oh, I found it. Yep. Here's another one. Okay. We do have one. All right, here's the first one. Let me see if I can find the first one. There's the first one. Here. Where the hell did it go? Where the hell did it go? Okay, here. All right. So here's the first one. Ouch. Here's the first one, if I can get to it. I always want this person, Jenna2431. They said, I always wonder about that chosen thing. If we're all God's children, why would he have favorites? Do you favor one child of yours over another? And as I had responded before, yes, the Lord does have favorites, okay? Because yeah, you have an example over here. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 24. And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof, one lily. Okay, the lily, the Lord has a favorite flower, the lily. Okay, the same way the Lord has a favorite creation, being the Israelites. He loves the Israelites more than any other nation. Okay, and again, this person is an atheist, but I mean, this didn't show that they were really an atheist. Well, we go to here, in their second comment, later on his question, why would any individuals associate with some group want to be chosen by a fictional God? And this is where the atheist fucking mindset is shown, and especially one as psychotically narcissistic as the one in the biblical text. The whole idea that the best plan that a divine God could think up was to dupe his humans and then kill himself to satisfy himself about rules he himself made is exactly stupid as it sounds. So it went from honest. I love how it went from honest question to just straight berate and complete display of a lack of understanding on the Most High, YAHAWASHI. All right. Now, the fact of the matter is, this person is skipping so many things. All right, and I talked about it before in this video. All right, literally in this video, how people want to ignore the work that has to be done in order to be worthy, or attempt to be worthy of the good that comes from YAHAWASHI. All right, so let me actually get that. Job chapter 2 verse 10. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of Yahweh? And shall we not receive evil? This did not Job sin with his lips. So Job was speaking facts. Job was saying the right thing, saying that should we not receive both good and bad? All right, let me also get this. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. Okay, so we are being chastised now. We are being punished now when the Lord, okay, when the Lord is giving us evil, when he's giving us bad. Okay, let me get that as well. Sirach chapter 2 verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lowest state. So when we are at our lowest, okay, our lowest point, we need to take it cheerfully, okay, and be patient, because the good is on its way. But, okay, the fact of the matter is that, number one, Slaki, I don't want to say Esau, but it is Esau, yes, but at the same time it's also just in general, like these types of wicked people, and it's Esau, it's other nations as well as 2/3. Okay, bear one moment. Slakia. So the fact of the matter is how they only want good. They want to be disobedient. They want to be rebellious. Okay, they want to do what they want to do. They don't want to do what's actually and factually good for them. Okay, they just want to be able to do whatever they want and still get blessings. So if, say for example, especially with this whole, oh, would you love your child? You ever love a child, one child over another? The thing is, if one of the children is listening to you, doing all that they can, in order to please you, and another child is just being a freaking straight up demon, what sense does it make that I'm going to love them both equally? Because that is unfair to the that's unfair to the son that is actually attempting to seek acceptance and love from his parent, or from his father, whatever, mother, who cares, parent. All right, so you're going to love both of them equally. You're going to give them both the same amount of attention, affection. You're going to give them both the same amount of rewards, even though one is a complete demon and another one on his best behavior to get on your good side. That is unfair. That is wicked. That's just straight up wrong. All right. And it truly just goes to show just how fucking retarded these people are. All right. Like, also, I don't have children, but again, that analogy does fit. Okay. If one of your children, of course, you need to look after both of your children. You need to, spend enough time teaching them both equally. Yes. But it doesn't change the fact that if one of them is trying to do better, if one of them is seeking to do right by their parents more than another, then of course you're gonna love the one that wants to love you more than the other. All right, if you are a righteous person. Okay, and again, like, it just goes back into how with the Lord, okay, because the Lord loves, a certain group of people more, okay, then there is that whole favoritism and how that favoritism does work, okay? And then you have the fact that the Lord loves us, I want to say the hopeful elect, not us, but the hopeful elect, those that are, trying to please the Lord, all right, trying to do their best and is genuine in their attempts to please YAHAWASHI, all right. That's where the Lord reserves his love for, okay? Because if he really did not love us, actually, let me get that. What was it? Wording. Slakia, I forgot the wording of it. I'm trying to think. Is it basically it's roughly paraphrasing Yahawadah. I can actually find it later on down the line, but roughly paraphrasing, it's a matter of just how if you don't love someone, okay, like, say for example, you see someone on the street, smoking, all right, because you don't care about that random person, you're gonna let them smoke. You're gonna let them smoke and fuck up their lungs. But if that's if that's a family member and you see them smoking, then you're gonna say, hey, stop smoking. It's not good for you. This, that, and the third. Okay, when you are willing to leave someone in their wrong ways, in their wickedness, in their self-destructive behaviors, okay, that shows that you don't care about them. That shows that you hate them, okay? If you love them, you correct them, okay? And that's why because we love our people, we try to correct them. We try to let them know when and why that they are going off, all right? That's the love that we have for our people. That's what we try to push forward. But, they take this love as hatred, and they hate us in turn, which in actuality John chapter 7 verse 7, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. In addition to that, John 15:19, if ye were of the world would love its own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Okay? Matthew chapter 24 verse 9. Luke chapter 6 verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you And when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. So, all that hatred that people have for us, it's true. It's actually directed to YAHAWASHI. All right, because we are the mouthpiece of YAHAWASHI. We are telling, we are speaking the word of the Lord. Okay, and when they and people always want to have a problem with that. People always say this and the third. They want to disagree with the scriptures that we bring out. All right, and in actuality, they're not really disagreeing with us or arguing with us. They are disagreeing with YAHAWASHI. Okay, because all the stuff, everything we bring out, it's from the scriptures. All right, it's just plain as day. We don't derail from the scriptures. We stick to it. All right. And if they have a problem with that, then they have a problem with the Lord. All right. Now, finally, Psalm chapter 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, I hate thee, and am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? All right. So this is the hatred that they have. This is the hatred that we should be having. Okay, this is the righteous hatred. All right, because as I had mentioned before, there's a difference. There is a difference between actually just not believing in a God, and then there's the second difference is how these quote unquote atheists claim that they don't believe in a God, but in actuality, it's just like an act of rebellion, and they still it's like God, quote unquote, God exists in their mind rent free, or lives in their mind rent free. Then they always have something to say about it. They have some what's the word? Some back talk or something like that, as if someone is actively trying to convert them. Okay, when in actuality, especially more so today than any other time, people are not as big on the whole conversion thing. A lot of, I will say, Christians, all right, they are not as, I want to say, is it aggressive or open in converting people? Because heck, I'll even say freaking the Christian church has been losing people. Okay, people have been falling out of the Christian church a lot. So heck, it's definitely decreased substantially. So on top of that, the fact that you have now it kind of seems, well, from what I've seen, all right, whenever I see someone make a random comment about oh yeah, God this, oh Savior this, Savior that, or whatever, turning to the Lord Jesus Christos, then I always see without fail, I promise you, I always see without fail, someone replies to that comment and says that that's a fairy tale, that's a fiction, that's this, that, or the third. So it's very funny how ironically before, okay, when people would say that, oh, Christians are always trying to convert people, but now you have atheists are always trying to convert people, and that's the irony of it. All right, but yeah, as a result of these people, I just have to say straight up and down, this whole trying to convert BS thing, that's a myth. That's a myth right now, honestly, because I'm not trying to. I'll speak as a man. I'm not trying to convert, a bunch of people. I'm only here for the elect of Israel. Okay, to get the elect to be edified, get the elect to come to repent. Okay, I'm not here for every single person. Okay, if you are an atheist and you want to be an atheist, go ahead, and I don't care. Leave me alone. Fuck off. All right, because the fact of the matter is, nobody gives a fuck that you are an atheist. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. The Lord will be waiting for you after Babylon is destroyed. All right. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. Also, I hate you, by the way. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, RICANS, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, DTA, Abad, and Shalom.